Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christine and this is It's Just Christine. For today's video, I'm going to be planning for the week of March 27th that's from February 27th to March 5th. And I'm going to be using this kit from Paper Crown Planner called Urban Jungle. So here are the full boxes, some quarter boxes, Monday through Sunday box, and there's another 2 full boxes here. The bottom washi, date covers, and she also includes date dots. Here are the solid half boxes and quarter boxes. The scripts and icons. Some decos and florals and layering pieces here on this other side. And finally, the floral decos that is an add-on for this kit. So just to let you know, this is a printable kit, so you guys can print out the this artwork in a sticker sheet, and then you can either cut it yourself, or since if you have a Cricut or a silhouette, you can definitely use that to do the pre-cuts as well. I'm also going to be using this Underlays from Rose Colored Daze, and I believe these headers are also from Rose Colored Daze. They're perforated headers. So yeah, if you guys are interested in this, please stay tuned. Okay. So let us get on with the planning. I am so happy that I am now planning for March. I feel that I'm getting almost caught up, and hopefully I'm going to be caught up by the end of next week. I don't really want for me to be planning on the current week that I'm on, since I do memory planning. And yeah, I want to make sure that I at least have 1 week difference between my planning and yeah, when it's due, if you get what I mean. Okay, so for this week, nothing much happened. I actually, there's this Indian restaurant that I learned of from my coworkers, and so I decided to try it for this week, and I kid you not, they have like really good Indian food. Like, I love Indian food. So when they told me about this restaurant, I was really excited to try it, and it's so good, and I'm so happy that I did get a chance to try it, because it was worth every penny. I mean, it's not that expensive, but it's really worth the buy, if you guys get, you know, if yeah. I am not sure what I'm trying to say, but I'm just really glad that I got a chance to buy from them. I'm going to be using this, I don't know, these decorative squares. They're not squares, but they're like hexagons. I don't know what kind of shape this is, but they're from Paper Trail Plants, and I'm really enjoying them. As you can see, this was a freebie from Black Friday. I don't know if it was last Black Friday or this Black Friday, but nevertheless, it was a freebie. Yeah, so I decided to buy some Indian food, and I bought quite enough so that I could have it for lunch at least for 2 days. And yeah, so that's what I did for the first few days. I had Indian food, and I am what do you call this, I'm late shift on Mondays and Tuesdays, so I'm glad I was able to get something for lunch for those 2 days. We had more snow for this week, believe it or not. So it was already March and we still had a lot of snow. But yeah, I'll get more into that because it was later in the week. And then for Wednesday and yeah, so Monday, Tuesday, I was busy with work. Those are my late days. So I work like a 10-hour shift, 9 to 10-hour shift. And then on Wednesdays is my early days, but it was pretty much all meeting that week or that day because we had a prod meeting in the morning, and then my boss wanted to have a meeting with me as well. So yeah, I spent the whole or like the majority of the day in meetings on that day. So it wasn't much of a productive day. When I don't get a chance to do all the things that I need to do for the day, it throws me off, and I don't think it becomes a very productive day. But it was the only time that we get a chance to kind of like sit down and talk about things that needs to be done. So I guess in that sense, it was a little bit productive, but I didn't get to do the things that I wanted to do. This floral divider here is from Simply Beautiful Plants, and I'm actually running out. I'm just trying to use a lot of the things that I have. So you're gonna be seeing similar things from me. Okay, so like I said in the beginning, this is a printable kit, and I do have a silhouette, so I use my silhouette to print out to cut these sheets. If you don't have a printer, if you don't have a silhouette or a Cricut to cut out your stickers, Paper Crown Planners does have a PDF format so that you can actually still use her kit, and you can just use, you know, scissors to cut out the file. Yeah, and I really love her kits because they're just very pretty to look at, and I love that she has the floral add-ons to most of her kits. If you guys have seen my haul that I just recently posted, you guys will notice that a lot of the florals that I printed or I bought from her shop are so that it could go with a few of my kits that doesn't have florals. So yeah, sorry, that vine leaf thingy is from Honeyinked, and I bought this a couple of years ago as well. I don't know if it was last year or the year before, but like I said, I'm just trying to use as many of my decos or like foiled items as much as I could. And then I'm just gonna be using, sorry, I'm looking for my date covers and I'm not finding them. Okay, so here are the date covers, and I'm just going to be using the date covers that's provided here in the kit. And I'm actually going to put this lower in the, lower down here so that I can cover the gray part. Actually, I'm going to white that out. And I'm going to use, because I want to use the decos that goes on top. Wow, I'm butchering this thing. Okay, so let's see how that works. Sorry, I'm not even putting the right dates in. Anyways, yeah, so that's what happened on Wednesday for me. And then on Thursday, there wasn't really much that was needed to get done. So it was just work and then home on that day. And on Friday was when we had another big storm. So I feel like every year now we're just getting this really ridiculously like bad storm where we're practically snowed in for like the whole day next day. This time around though, it wasn't as bad as it was last year. Remember January 17th last year, which was 2022, we had this really bad snowstorm and we were practically snowed in for like 2 days of that, like, you know, after the snow. But for this one, we were just snowed in on Saturday. And we had a big pile of snow on that Friday. And it was crazy. Like, we spent hours just kind of like clearing our driveway. Even though we had a snowblower, the snow was very packed and it was very heavy that we could barely, well, my husband could barely push the snowblower. So yeah, so even if we had that, we still had to kind of use our shovels to like plow the snow, and it was crazy. It took us hours to do it. But yeah, so I did say I'm going to be using the overlays, but I'm going to actually use it off camera, and I'll probably pop in to show you how I use or how I stick on the overlays at the end of the video, but we'll see. Here is the bottom washi, and I'm just going to use the floral one instead of the green. The green is very pretty, but I think it's just way too simple. So I'm going to wipe out this part. Yeah, so we got stuck indoors for the majority of the day on Saturday, and we just didn't get a chance to do anything. But the next in fashion, I don't know if you guys have Netflix or any streaming services. Next in Fashion just came out on the 3rd of March, and I loved the first one. Like, I loved watching the first season, so I was really excited to watch the second season. It was hosted by Tan France, who I love. I love Tan France, and also Gigi Hadid. I'm not the biggest fan, but I think she did such an amazing job hosting. It kind of draws in like the younger crowd, especially those who are like into fashion but not really into like how it's made. But yeah, it was I think she did an amazing job hosting as well. I believe it was her first gig as a host, or even a first gig on anything that has to do with anything but like runway. If you guys don't know her, she's a supermodel. And yeah, I think she did a good job. Like, I'm not a fan of her, like I said, but I think she did an amazing job hosting with Tan France. But yeah, I liked the show, and I'm really glad the person who won. designs are amazing. I'm not going to say who it is. I'm not going to say the, the gender or identity of the person because it might be too obvious. If you watched the first season of Next in Fashion, I also love the person who won on that season. And yeah, so far so good. So 2 for 2 for me that, who won deserved to win. And like I said, I really, really love the things that the winner created. I mean, I think all of them did such an amazing job. But the winner was really, really good. Yeah, I'm trying not to say anything that would reveal the person that won. So let's move on with that. And then since we were stuck indoors for the majority of Friday and Saturday, I also decided to watch some anime. I don't know if you guys have heard of Yu Yu Hakusho. It's kind of like this ghost detective type of show. And yeah, it's not the first time I've watched it, but it was more of like a rewatch for me. And I really enjoyed watching it the second time around. I believe on Saturday I went to sleep like really, really late because I was just watching an insanely amount of that show. But yeah, and then on Sunday, since our streets were already plowed, we were able to get out of our house and out of our street. So we just decided to go downtown and eat dinner. Not eat dinner, but eat lunch there. So we went downtown Toronto and we ate lunch at one of our favorite pho restaurant, like the Vietnamese pho soup. Yeah, so we went there, we had pho, and then we also had bubble tea. I believe in the US it's called boba, but here in Canada it is bubble tea for us. My favorite one has got to be just a regular milk tea, or sometimes I also get taro. But for this particular place, I get their chocolate latte because their chocolate latte is amazing. Like, it's really, really good. It's not too sweet. And yeah, so it's basically just chocolate milk, but cold. Yeah, that is what I got. And yeah, that was basically my my whole entire week. So here is the spread. I'm just gonna zoom you guys out. Let me pop in again probably later on when I have the underlays and some of the headers down, and I'll show you how I'm going to be putting that on, because I'm still not 100% sure how I'm going to use the underlays without having too many headers on the spread. But yeah, anyways, I'll be back. Okay, so this is what I have so far. I've put down all the full boxes and all the underlays. And there are some gaps where the headers are technically supposed to go. But since I don't use headers all the time, there are going to be little gaps here. But I'm going to be covering them with my half boxes and quarter boxes. So I'm hoping you won't be able to see the white stuff after I'm done doing the final layout. I also I lowered down the bottom washi to so that I can put this kind of like floral deco strips here with the bottom washi. But yeah, so here is the kind of like semi-final results. And yeah, I will be putting the clip of the end result after the video. So yeah, if you guys like this, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye!